Hello guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to prepare samosas for breakfast, but first let me take some spring onions from my garden. Then I'm going to wash them, and then we start cooking our beef samosas. So first, let us prepare our dough. I'm going to put salt in my dough, and then I'm going to put cooking oil, and I'll use warm water. That's how I make my dough to make the samosa pockets. So I'll put warm water and then start kneading. I'll knead it well for a few minutes, for like a minute, and then I'll cover it with a warm towel, which is damp, so that it rests for around 5 minutes, and then I start cooking. So now let's prepare the fillings. Now in my fillings, I'm going to use the beef because it is a beef samosa. I'll put some oil on my pan, and then I'm going to put onions, just a little bit, because I'm also having the spring onions. So in my fillings, I'm only going to use onion, the spring onions, and then I'm going to use carrots to make the fillings, to increase the fillings. And then I'm also going to use the green pepper or the bell pepper. So these are the only items I use. I don't put tomatoes because my filling will be soggy. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to use in my fillings. So I'll let it cook until the meat is ready and the fillings are ready. The spring onions, I'm going to add them the last stage so that when you taste them, they're a little bit fresh. So continue stirring and stir well so that they mix well. I've also added salt. Now I'm putting the spring onions. The spring onions will not last longer in the fire to prevent them from overcooking. So now let's come to the fun part. Now the dough that I made, I divided that dough into 4 sections, and then I start rolling the first ball of the dough. Now I know here everyone have their method of making the pockets. Now the chapatis, I don't know what I will say, but now me, I just roll it and then I expand it with my own hands so that it becomes as light as possible, and put it on fire just for a second or so that it just gains heat, and then turn it. After turning it, I will do all the other balls so that I have enough for my fillings. Sorry for my voice. So this is what I do. I just turn it not so much, because if it overcooks, now that's where the problem comes. It will crack when you're trying to put the fillings. So enjoy. So now here I'm trying to get the circle shape. So you cut the excess of your chapatis now, or the pockets. You cut the excess. The excess ones, I'm going to also to fry them. They'll be used as a snack. My children love them so much. So I'm just cutting the excess. You can use a round item to just have it perfectly round, but mine, I'm not going to sell them. I'm just eating with my family, so there's no need for it to be perfect round. So let me cut it. So I cut into first half, then the other half I cut also into half. So my filling will be in quarters. That's how I do it. I know there are so many people with other methods of doing it, but this is how I do my fillings. No, not my fillings. This is how I do my pockets. So you can see they're light. That's how I prefer them. Not too light, not too heavy. That's how I do it. And now, after that, now I make the paste. This paste will be used to now be able to stick, to paste on the pockets so that the pockets can stick. It shouldn't be too light or too heavy, just in the middle. After that, now when you're applying, you make sure the pointed part of the curved should be on the lower side of the pocket. So I only apply those 2 sides, and then close it up very well. Make sure it is closed up so that it doesn't open when you're frying. So I close it up, then I start adding my filling. Remember my filling that I had cooked earlier. Now I'm adding my filling. Make sure you fill in the pocket nicely, not too much and not too little. If it is too much, it won't close well, and if it is too little, Now the samosas will have spaces when you're eating, and everyone wants love a nice samosa feeling, a samosa that is full. Okay, so I'll do the rest and then I'm going to fry them. And so when I'm frying, I prefer my oil not to be too hot and not to be warm. So just in the middle. The purpose of having oil that is too hot, the samosas will cook on the outside, then burn faster before they cook on the inside. Apart from the feeling being cooked before, but it's better when you use oil that is not too hot. So you fry until the golden brown, and then you serve them.